Who is John Rosenthal, and why doesn't he like nuclear energy?
John Rosenthal is a player. Not just on the ice, though hockey is one of his many hobbies.
Come on, get it out!
John is a player in the high-stakes world of Boston real estate development.
Pedestrian access here.
It's planning at a big scale. It's being at the table with, it's very interesting and smart people. It's a lot of zeros.
So that answers the first question. Who is John Rosenthal? He's a rich Boston real estate developer, a player, a guy who sits in rooms full of smart people and deals with projects with lots of zeros. The next question is, why is he an anti-nuclear activist?
It was cold in Clinton, but more importantly, it was sunny. At the Prescott Mill, a rooftop full of politicians, green energy gurus, and a developer gleaming at his project that was years in the making.
This solar project at Prescott Mill in Clinton is a dream come true. I literally spent my 20s organizing against nuclear power and building solar homes.
I'm not dredging up old history there. That clip came from February 12th, 2010, just a little over a week ago. But Mr. Rosenthal's been around the anti-nuclear industry for several decades.
John's boyhood activism led him to the growing anti-nuclear movement. He was arrested at the Seabrook nuclear power plant in New Hampshire and later at Diablo Canyon in California, spending a total of 3 months in jail. In 1983, he returned to his native Massachusetts to work in the family real estate business.
Rosenthal's not only a rich guy, he's my least favorite kind of rich guys. The kind that are born with money, that have family businesses to go back to after a misspent youth of getting arrested, spending months in jail, trying to stop the development of a power source that makes life better for all the rest of us.
Business people could solve any problem that exists in this culture. We have inordinate clout, influence, resources, access, and we can save the planet.
Rosenthal and I agree on that. Business people do have an amazing amount of clout and can solve important problems. But what's his solution? What does he think is the right form of energy that can get us off fossil fuels?
Finally, the Obama administration and the Patrick administration have leveled the playing field so that solar is now economically competitive with dirty fuels.
Rosenthal says the project received a 61% tax credit from the state and another 30% in federal tax breaks. He says the $360,000 project will pay for itself in just 5 years.
This is the epitome. I mean, people from around the country should come and look at this project.
So that's the epitome of a solar energy project. One where a guy who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth receives 60% of the cost of the project from state taxpayers and 30% of the cost of the project from federal taxpayers. No wonder he doesn't like nuclear energy, because if the electrical grid was supplied by nuclear energy, no one would give those kinds of gifts to pay for solar energy projects simply because they may have a little bit less impact on the environment than fossil fuel burning. You know, if some guy like Rosenthal wants to decorate his apartments with some sort of statement about his greenness, perhaps he ought to pay for it himself. Bye for now.